The recent Nintendo Direct was probably the greatest Direct that we've ever gotten. Honestly, I was completely speechless the entire time. It was just unbelievable. This was a bit of a religious experience for me, to be honest with you. I was actually boarding a plane and I have no idea how I got there. I was so enthralled by the whole thing. Sadly, it was kind of ruined by greed, really. That's the best I can say it. First, I just want to talk positively about the Direct and the Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart World. I really want to talk about how excited I am for the games, and at the very end I'm obviously going to give you my opinion on the pricing and the physical copies that we're getting, you know, stupid shit, man. So anyway, we'd be here all day if I was to talk about the entire Direct, so we're going to break this down into a couple of different videos. Today I just want to talk about Mario Kart World, the next installment in the Mario Kart series. I can't freaking believe it. I can't believe we're here. Sorry, my hair's freaking all over the place. It was arguably the biggest selling point of the entire Direct, and the biggest talking point is free roam. Free roam in Mario Kart, man. It's an open world Mario Kart, hence the name Mario Kart World. Throughout the Direct, I noticed they were really hammering down on the word connected. They were trying to show us that everything is connected, like you can go wherever you want. And I was, one moment that really stood out to me was when they mentioned that you actually have to race to your next race course. So gone are the days where we actually get a bit of downtime in between races, you know, no more loading screens. You're just bang for the entire Grand Prix, you're just gonna be racing. That kind of changes up stuff, you know what I mean? So instead of now averaging probably 3 to 4 minute races, we now have a full 12 to 15 minute races. Where is that gonna go? Do you know what I mean? This is very, for me, it's split down the middle. It's like class. Now we get to race for an entire 12 to 15 minutes or whatever, instead of the usual 3 to 4 and then calmness and then bang back into the chaotic mess of Mario Kart. I think that the breaks were kind of necessary, to be honest with you, because it's just such a chaotic game from start to finish. Unless you're in last, from start to finish, the entire game is chaotic, especially in multiplayer. Mario Kart 8's multiplayer was the most chaotic game I've ever played, to a point where I actually didn't fully enjoy it. I thought it was way too much. It's this is too much on my brain. And let me give you an example as to why. The CPUs in Mario Kart 8, they're very predictable. Realistically know what they're going to do. If they have an item, you know, okay, put out a shell behind me because this guy's going to throw a red shell at me. But when you're playing multiplayer, you're playing with real people, so it's way harder to trick them, and they're always going to wait for the perfect opportunity to fucking spam a shell at you. That's why I didn't fully enjoy it. So back to my point being, maybe the 1 or 2 minute break in between is necessary. So how is this going to go? I have another theory. I'm going to keep this very short. I have another theory. Thanks to short form content, our attention spans are so bad. Most notably is Call of Duty Black Ops 6. The maps are so small. You're constantly being shot at, or you have to constantly keep shooting people. It's non-stop. And I think maybe that's what they're doing here. It's all right, these boys can't even fucking concentrate for 5 seconds, let alone a minute to 2 of a break. Let's just keep the Grand Prix going, do you know what I mean? No breaks, just to keep them engaged. And of course that's their job, but you know, sadly in this day and age when we can't focus for more than 5 seconds, we kind of have to do that. Let's look at this big ass map, alright? That's one thing I'm really looking forward to for the Switch 2. We're finally going to be getting much bigger maps, more immersive maps, better graphics and all that kind of stuff, considering now they can finally do 4K. They should be able to take on a lot more. As we can see, they're bringing Cyberpunk onto it, so if they're able to hold that game, why not Call of Duty, or you know, I'm pretty sure they're making an Elden Ring game as well that was on the Direct. So it looks like they're going with a mesh design where all the maps are connected. Here we are again, connected together. I doubt every single course is brand new, but I think at least 60 to 70% of it should be something that we've never seen before, which is just so good. It's unbelievable. I can't wait. Recently all we've been getting is remakes, outside of the one map you get on the booster pass. Everything else was shitty tour maps and remakes. Now they were fine. I enjoyed the booster pass remakes, but this one, brand new maps, 4K, class, man, unfucking believable. Along with the Grand Prix, they've also announced a knockout mode where you need to cross a certain checkpoint at a certain position or else you're out. Now it's a very simple idea. I mean, they probably could have done this a couple of Mario Karts back, but I'm so glad that they brought it in now. It's kind of reminded me a lot of the Mario Kart Wii mods that we have now. They have a Mario Kart Wii knockout tournament, which they still do very regularly. You know, I watch a lot of YouTube on that, and it's amazing. It's so fun to watch. I can only imagine what it's like to play. So I'm really excited that they're finally like making it official and putting it into a Mario Kart game. Like, I feel like Mario Kart has always been pretty one-dimensional, like with their modes. It's always just been time trial, Grand Prix, and battle mode, you know, and half-ass battle mode at that. Like, the only Mario Kart game that really tried to do something different was Mario Kart DS with mission mode, and I thought that was fantastic. That was fucking class, man. So I'm really grateful that they're, you know, branching out, doing something else, like more content, really, more reason to play the game. Like for me, usually when I get all 3 stars and all the Grand Prix, it's kind of like, that's it, like I've played the game, like there's not much more to do. Another thing I want to talk about, I mentioned it at the start, it was the free roam mode. Now that is pretty freaking big, man. Along with being able to race everywhere with everything connected, you can also like go everywhere and like, kind of like chill at those places. You don't have to be in this chaotic mode the whole time to see the map. You can also just do it by yourself with your buddies and go and drive around this map. Free roam, man. So I love the way they kind of have like the chaotic side and then they have the chill side. I think they're introducing a camera kind of thing where you can take pictures and shit. Hopefully they have like side missions and stuff like that. That would be fucking incredible, man. They like really were hammering down on the social side of the game. Now that ain't for me. I just rather play games by myself. They showed off the game chat and all that. Like it goes hand in hand, really, the free roaming and the game chat thing, but I've no interest in that. I hope that the free roam isn't just all for the socializing. I hope like they have like side quests and little Easter eggs maybe like that for people who don't have fucking friends, to be honest with you. One thing I wanted in the next Mario Kart in my prediction video was really wanted more customization. I felt like it was didn't have much customization, to be honest with you. Like obviously the vehicles are class, but like in reality you were only swapping out like 3 bits of equipment, you know, and there wasn't any outfits and stuff like that. So they haven't like officially announced it, but what I see here, there was a section where Mario eats a burger, his outfit completely changes. Then they showed it with Luigi and Peach as well, which I was like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. This is kind of showing us that every single character should have all their own outfits. I think this is fantastic. So hopefully it's kind of like more reason to play the game. As I said, I always thought Mario Kart was very one-dimensional, so I'm delighted that they're bringing all these things together. Gives us more reason to play the game, you know. The last thing I kind of want to talk about is the characters. Now once again, they didn't like go into detail of all the new characters, but like if you watch the trailer you can fucking see it, that they're adding in this huge roster. And that's another thing I really wanted in my prediction video, was just, okay, the roster for Mario Kart 8 is already huge, right? But I want more, like, you know what I mean? I just wanted way more, and I think they're about to do it, because with a 24 character roster in one race, I mean, you're going to get through the entire roster in like 2 or 3 matches, so they have to make it really, really big. So if you look around, right, you can kind of see it. If you look around the trailer and if you look around like the pictures on the website, you can obviously see you can race as a cow. I see the penguin from Mario 64. I see Goombas, that enemy, and I see that enemy. This reminds me a lot of that Crash Bandicoot game, Crash Nitro Racing, I'm gonna say. I hope I didn't butcher that. But they added the most random characters. But what I loved about that game was that they actually listened to the community. Like the community were making all these different jokes about like, oh, next we're going to be racing as a Nitro box and all that kind of shit. Then they actually went and did it, you know. So I think that's fucking hilarious. It's like, I hope they do shit like that. Crash Bandicoot game just wasn't taking itself seriously, and that added so much to the fun. So I hope they kind of go down that route too, man. So okay, all in all with this game, I'm speechless. I'm left speechless. It's just, this is absolutely incredible. I can't believe we're sitting here in this day and age with a new Mario Kart on the way in only 2 months. Only 2 months. They didn't really mention online yet, but I know there's another direct coming. So look, it's going to be amazing, right? That's the positives about this game. But sadly, the foundation of what this game is built on is very negative. It's like building a house. Exterior, the interior is fucking gorgeous, but the foundation is rotting away, and the whole house could collapse because of this shit foundation, which is the price. I knew it. I was watching the direct and I was like, how much does this cost? When we didn't see the price, I knew we were fucked. I knew they were going to do something really bad, and they did. 90 fucking euros for a physical copy of Mario Kart is disgraceful. This is not Grand Theft Auto 6. This is not Grand Theft Auto 6. I will argue Grand Theft Auto 6 could cost 100 euro. I will argue that and say, look, it's Grand Theft Auto 6. That's going to give us endless entertainment. Mario Kart World is not Grand Theft Auto 6, alright? It should not be that much for a physical copy. Now, that's something I'm going to get into in a later video. You're not even getting a physical copy. You're getting a fucking box with like a code on it. That's what you're getting. You're not getting an actual physical game. So that when eventually in the future, when all the servers are down, you will never be able to play this game again. That's how it is. That's where we're going, but I'll get into that in a different video. €80 for the digital thing. It's shocking. It's so shocking. I thought they'd keep it at 60 because let's be honest. Yeah, okay, it's a bit more of an upgrade from the freaking Switch 1. Yeah, like it's a bit more powerful than this thing, but like this is not powerful in this day and age. This is not good enough. Like that's why they had to get a new console, because this is simply not good enough. The Nintendo Switch 2 is not more powerful than the fucking PlayStation 5. Do you get me? Like there's no way that should cost that much. All right, so that's going to be the first thing. Like that's the first thing. But I want to say something before I continue. I'm being really negative, but I'm being a hypocrite, okay? Because I know I'm going to be playing that game. I know I'm going to get it. I have no excuses. It's a huge hobby of mine, okay? Playing video games is a huge hobby of mine, so I'm always going to get it. YouTubers, you see them saying this, they're always very negative. They're just saying, look, this is unacceptable. They will get that game. Now, obviously, that's their livelihood. Like, that's fair enough. Like, investment they'll get back from that is incredible. But they'll always say it's bad, but they'll get it. I am going to say it too. I'm going to talk bad about that because it's really unacceptable, but I'm still getting the game. So I'm basically the problem, okay? What I'm hoping for is that normal people who don't play games that much, hopefully they look at that €90 price and say, there's no fucking way I'm paying that. Like someone who might just do it the odd time. Like I'm trying to think of maybe my parents. If I asked them when I was younger, could I get Mario Kart for €90, they'd look at me and be like, there's no freaking way we're doing that. Hopefully that'll be the case, and I hope the greed bites them in the arse eventually, because I hear a lot of people saying, oh, they've opened the door for Grand Theft Auto 6, and someone said it on Reddit. I don't know where I saw it, but someone made a great point. They're like, they were doing that anyway. Grand Theft Auto 6 could argue this. They really could. Mario Kart fucking World on a fairly underperforming console, you can't argue that, can you? Do you know what I mean? But now I'm here, I'm being a hypocrite. I put my hand up. I'm going to be getting this game, so how much shit can I really talk? It is unacceptable though. I feel like this is the beginning of like a really bad stint. I'm praying that maybe they won't make as much money as they thought they would, and maybe they'll just say, look, regular people aren't paying that money. We've always known Nintendo have been like this. I mean, like they never drop their prices ever. Every other like fucking gaming company drops their prices eventually. Like that's how the world works, but Nintendo have never done that. So it's like, how much can I say? I'll be honest, I thought the price of it, yeah, it's like, okay, it's a bit too much, but I wasn't fully against that price, because I know for me, the bang for my buck, you could say, I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it, and I'm probably gonna be playing that for like a decade. Do you know what I mean? Like every single day without fail. I'm always willing to pay a bit more for consoles because they only come out like once in the blue moon. They only come out once every 5 years. You know what I mean? So I'm never arguing that. I don't mind that. But the video games, you're telling me 5 Nintendo Switch video games is the same price as the console. It's absolutely outrageous. You know what I mean? Again, hand up, I'm still gonna get it, aren't I? So because I knew it was so funny, because my girlfriend pulled me and she just goes, because I was giving out, complaining, and she was just like, okay, fuck it, so you're not getting it. So, and I was like, no, like of course I'm getting it, I'm just complaining. So hopefully making a video about it is a bit more beneficial, because it is a bit unacceptable, isn't it? Like June 5th, massive fucking day, huge day, and it's really close too. It's only 2 months away, and we get more like promotional stuff as well. As I said before, I'm going to talk about the rest of the Nintendo Direct in different videos. I just want to talk about Mario Kart now because I'm really excited. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, have a good day, bye.